to today's episode of Spey TV. Special guest star today, Charles Chazzy St. Pierre. Charles is from Northwest Spey Casting, his line of schools here in the Northwest. Charles was doing a lesson today, happened to be on the river, and we wasted no time in grabbing him. Charles, today you're going to give the viewers a conversation on the housekeeping of Spey, grip and stance. So without further ado, take it away, buddy.
Thanks, Georgie. It was nice running into you guys. The idea here with grip and stance is very fundamental, the fundamentals of Spey casting, and doing some of those fundamentals correctly are a big factor to increasing your level of skill. Talk real briefly about the grip. My bottom hand is going to be somewhere on the lower half of the cork. My top hand is going to be somewhere on the upper half of the cork. Bottom hand is going to be palm down, top hand palm up. Okay? And what that allows me to do is it allows me to bend that rod right between my hands. I keep my top hand grip fairly light. I don't squeeze with the top hand unless I'm actually stopping the rod, either on the D-loop stroke or on the end of the forward stroke. My bottom grip is going to be my firm grip. Okay? And the reason for that, that's my leverage point. That's my control point. As far as stance goes, it's very, very important that when you're ready to make the forward cast, that your feet and your shoulders and your hips are all lined up in the direction that you want to cast. If your body's over-rotated one way or the other and you're trying to cast out of plane with that, then the cast isn't going to have as much energy and not as efficient. So, stance, feet about shoulder width apart. If your right hand's on top, you'll probably have your right foot slightly forward, left foot slightly back. Okay? And when we're in this ready position, you'll notice that the rod's tilted off to the side. Palm is up on the top hand, palm down, or my knuckles are facing my target. So my first move on this forward cast is to move my knuckles of this bottom hand towards my target line, and then I accelerate the rod into the forward cast and immediate stop. The idea with the hands, once again, is to keep the top hand relaxed, bottom hand firm. And when you're making your forward cast, it's very important, hips, feet, and shoulders are all lined up with the direction you want to cast. The rod I'm using today is the Redington Dooley 8136. And what I've got here on it for the head is a I-Flight, Rio I-Flight with 10 feet of T8 on the end. And I'm going to talk to you real briefly about how I set this up with regard to grip and stance. So the first thing I'm going to do is face the target I want to cast. In this case, I'm going to be about 60 degrees downstream. So that's where my feet, hips, and shoulders are going to start out. I'm going to start out with the rod nice and low, pointed down here into the hang down. I'm just going to lift the rod up, drop the fly to the upstream side, dump, and now I'm going to be right here in this ready position, the square position. I'm right on my target line. Feet, hips, and shoulders are all lined up. Almost got me. So I'll go through this in real time, make a couple of casts, and you can watch, see how this plays out. Hopefully I won't get the bush again. So up, down, round. Okay. A little more string. So once again, my feet, my hips, I'm just going to rotate my upper body towards my rod tip. I'm going to lift up, come square to my target, dump down, come back up, make my loop, and make the forward cast. Okay? Now, in this case, I'm facing 70 degrees downstream. If I try to make a 90-degree change of direction, I've got to change my feet position. If I don't, you're going to see something that looks a little bit more like this. Now you see I've over-rotated my body, the rod's off to the side, and I'm out of plane. I'm not lined up with my target. So the rod's going to waste energy. There's going to be energy loss there. The ideal thing is to have your back cast be exactly opposite of the forward direction. So once again, 70 degrees, stop the rotation, drive the loop around, bring the hands through and make the cast. Okay? So you can see that grip and stance play a big part of having effortless, energy-efficient casts. Okay? And it's very basic, but it's worth thinking about, it's worth working on.